back.
Thank you. Thank you. So I've shared the link. Thank you
Yes,
so much. Thank you. Happy New Year. We haven't seen this year. Today is the last day of January. Thank
yeah,
God.
you can
All
speak now.
right. Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much. I'm super excited and I'm honored to be here. Thank you. Thank you for the invite. Thank you so much. Coincidentally, this topic, kind of aligns with what I've been discussing, in my community. And I had my webinar about just within the last hour, and it kind of aligns, So it's a no-brainer if you are in the workplace, um, in the workplace, if you are actively looking for a job in 2026 and you're still approaching job hunting this 2026, so with what you did back then in 2020, you are already behind. I must say that you are already behind. Times
Mm.
have changed. Everything is so different right now. And the truth is that it's not because you're not good, right? We're not talking about talent here. We're not talking about
Mm.
talent. The
Mm.
marketplace has changed. Things are different. It's no longer gone are the days of. I remember when we go to Vanguard or the Punch newspaper to look for vacancy and
Mm.
employ. I got in. I had job offers. I went for interviews. Then those years, you go to Punch and Vanguard. Yeah, you see that vacancies. But gone are those days. I mean, things have changed. Everything is different. So right now the season is not really about applying to more jobs, because many people think the more jobs you apply to, the more you get called for interviews, and the higher your chances of getting a job. But no, not the case. That is not the case. Right now it is more about your positioning. Your positioning. How are you positioning yourself for opportunities so they can find you? So it's not
Mm.
about how good you are, how
Mm.
talented, how competent, your high capacity. No, your positioning, who knows about you, who knows you, who can call on you, who sees you. That is what matters. Recruitment today is less about efforts, is more about
Mm.
signal, and the strongest signals wins.
Mm.
Recruitment is
More about.
less about effort, more
Mm.
about signals. And what happens to signals? The strongest ones are the ones that win. So you need to sharpen your signals to get your desired role in 2026. So in order not to jump too much or to tell too much stories, I'm going to really dive into some tips on how you can land jobs in 2026, right? This
Mm.
is where we're looking at positioning shifts. Like I said, it's not about applying to jobs here and there. It's about your positioning. Now, one of the biggest mistakes I see professionals make is thinking that job search starts when they are unemployed. You wait till you are unemployed. You think it's when you are unemployed that your search for a job should start. That
Mm.
is a very big mistake. That is a
Mm.
very big mistake. Your job search effort starts long before there is a vacancy for that role, right? Long before there is a vacancy for that role. That is when your job effort should start. In 2026, visibility is not noise. Can you hear me? Seems that you're. Can you hear me? Okay, if anyone can hear me, please drop a comment, because Emmanuel's screen is just hanging. Okay. Ah, oh my God. I hope I'm still online.
Yes, you are online. I'm trying to share the link. You are online. I'm trying to share the link.
Okay, sorry about that. All right. So
No.
yes, so the biggest mistakes that like I said, you don't need to wait till you are unemployed. You don't need to wait till there's a vacancy before you now start. That is when your job search effort will start. No, no. In 2026, visibility is not noise. You're not making noise by being visible. Visibility is actually clarity. And the clearer people are about the problem that you solve, the faster, the better your chances are at getting your desired roles in 2026. People need to know what you do. You can't sit down and just be there. People need to know what you do. People need to know what you're good at. People need to know the problems that you solve. You need to know that because it is these people that will get you into that desired role that you need. Now, if you look at your CV, here people optimize their CV to get jobs and the rest. But do you know that the best jobs they come through referrals? So that is why I said positioning. Positioning. I've had situations of people calling me. I didn't apply. Like, right? I didn't apply. There is this role. Are you interested? So how did that happen? It's not because I'm the best or because I'm too good. No. It's just because of positioning. Within my network, people understand what I do. And so these people have access to the kinds of jobs that I need or that I desire. And so when such opportunities come, even before they throw them out open for vacancy ads and the rest, they have already contacted people they know that can do the job. So when you are positioned in that kind of circle, just imagine. So please get rid of that old mindset of saying you are pushing yourself. Position yourself right, and these opportunities will find you. Your CV tells you it's good to optimize, like I've been saying, it's good to optimize the CV and everything. It tells everyone what you've done and all, but that positioning tells me, tells the hirer or the recruiter why they should care, right? Imagine if someone has a friend that has a company and that person is hiring for a role that you are good at, and his friend now tells him, I know somebody that can do the job. What do you think are the chances of you getting that job? They are very high because recruiters are looking for less wahala. Recruiters are looking for less stress. They want to be able to, they want to hire the person with the least risk. So it is your positioning that gives you that edge. It's your positioning that gives you that edge. Because they're not asking anymore. Hiring managers, recruiters are not asking anymore. Is this person hardworking? What they're actually asking is, if I have this person on my team, what risk am I reducing? So the earlier they are sure about the answer to that question, the better for you that you're looking for that job. And it is your positioning that gives the answer to that question, that reduces the risk the hiring managers are incurring by hiring you. So, looking at it from the angle of HR now, I've been in HR for over 10 years, close to 12, going to 13 years. So, I'm going to speak from the angle of HR, right? I've hired, I can't count, but off the top of my head, I have had over 5,000 people. I have done thousands and thousands of interviews. And from that angle, I think I'm able to advise, right? From a HR perspective, HR, we're not actually looking for perfect candidates because there's no perfect candidate. There's no one perfect candidate. What we're looking for is the clear ones. The clear ones. And what do I mean? When you sit with somebody and you are interviewing that person, there is a vibe, there's an energy, right? There's an energy. So the moment the HR or the recruiting manager senses that this person is clear about the value they are offering, the value that they can give, your chances of being hired just shut up. Just flew to the rock because they are reducing risk. They want to see you and say, okay, this person can do the job. This person can do the job. So The earlier they can see that, the earlier HR can see that, the better for you. Now, the candidates that stand out during such interviews are not the most competent or the most qualified or anything, but they are the ones that can explain their value without explaining themselves. You can, in simple words, describe what it is exactly you are going to offer, the problem that you are going to solve if you are hired for that position. You can clearly say it. You understand the value you're bringing, and you can articulately communicate that value. Those are the people that have the higher chances of getting hired, right? As HR, we expect evidence, not hype. So when you're talking about the work that you have done in the past, you're not saying, I led 20 people in the team. I am the HR, I'm the accounting officer of the Fortune 500 company. No, you're not listing your activities, you're listing your achievements. What impact did you create as a person that worked in that company, or you are working in a current company? We want to see impact, right? If you are, for instance, an accountant in a firm, what impact did you create as a result of your presence in that firm? Things like, I reduced, maybe, I know accountants deal with payment and the rest. I reduced the time to pay suppliers by so and so. Let's say before I joined, it used to be so hard. Suppliers keep delaying and they get their payment in 30 days. But when I came, I implemented processes that reduces this time from 30 to 10. What have you told me? That you are a person that will create results. You're not just looking at activities, but you're looking at results that will move the company forward. That is what you have told me. If you are coming in as HR, what have you done? Recruitment has been a difficult thing in your company that you were working before. They found it difficult to hire talent. They found it difficult, even when they hire, the ones that they hire are not really competent. What did you do to solve that problem? Fine, I connected with so and so, and I created a talent pool that had qualified people, and then we reduced time to hire from 2 weeks to 1 week. What have you done? You have expressed value. Clearly, you have expressed value. This is what I can do. I can look at a problem and solve it. Right? You're not telling me that. Right? Yes? You said.
Please continue. I want to share. Please continue. I want to share the link.
All right. You're not telling people that I wake up every morning, I check attendance, I check the account balance, I do this. No. You're telling people that every day, this is the value I bring to my role. As HR, we expect evidence and not hype. Don't just talk about, nonsense that doesn't even matter, that doesn't move the needle. Show us outcomes, not your job description. Don't tell me what you do. Don't tell me your daily task. Don't begin to reel out your to-do list. Tell me what your role, the impact that your role created. Professional maturity matters. Professional maturity matters. And what is professional maturity? How you communicate, how you follow up, how you take ownership. This is what counts as your professional maturity. And all these things already tell us how you will perform in the job that you're coming for or that you're interviewing for. So focus on outcomes. Focus on outcomes. Please leave task alone. Don't begin to tell me the task that you do. You count 100 people every day. You check attendance. You check account balance. No, don't tell me that. Focus on outcomes. That task that you are carrying out, what is the outcome of that task that is bringing value to the business, right? And so expectations, now I'm going to also look at expectations from applicants. Applicants also have a right to clarity. So if you're an employer in 2026 and you are still sending out vacancies, sending out open roles without a clear description of what that role is going to do and the kind of value that role is going to bring for your business, you are still behind. So I'm not just going to hammer applicants, I'm also going to hammer recruiters and employers, right? Applicants also have a right to clarity. They should know the role. You as an employer should know the role that you're employing for, should know what success looks like in that role, and you should know what the end of that process and what the process is, the process to success in that role. As an employer, you should know it. You should know it. But the hard truth is that recruitment is not therapy, right? Recruitment is not therapy. Recruitment is decision making under pressure. As a recruiter, you need to know that that point of recruiting, you are making decisions and it's under pressure because it's a 50-50. You don't know who will work. You don't know who just looks good on paper or who can just sweet mouth. No. So you need to be clear about the position that you're hiring for, the value, about what success would look like in that position, and then the process to attain that success. You need to have at least these things. You need to have it. Feedback is very important. Is very important. But we know that it is not always possible, right? But as much as possible, silence. Don't be silent. Don't be silent. Silence doesn't always mean rejection. Sometimes it means capacity, right? As the person that you have recruited, be clear about the job. Be clear. You as a recruiter, because I don't just want to face the candidates alone. As a recruiter, be clear. Be clear. You must be able to empower applicants, empower them, make it a safe place for them. You should help them position themselves to be obvious, right? Even in that your recruitment process. So what has changed in recruitment? What has changed and what is changing? What has changed and what is changing? I said some time ago, I said in the beginning that there was a time we go to Vanguard and the Punch and the rest to look for vacancies, and they will say, send your CV to so and so. Is mostly emails. But right now with technology and AI, what is happening? Recruitment is becoming less technical at the top and more behavioral. At the top, recruitment is becoming less technical and more behavioral. What does that mean? Before we even go to AI with ATS and the rest, what does that mean? If you're in your mid-level career season and you're looking to go to higher level, right? It's not just about your competence anymore. You're looking at those hard skills, leadership skills, emotional intelligence, communication, all those soft skills. It's no longer about the competence. Your competence is the foundation. That is the foundation. So with the times that we are in now is more about behavioral, who you are as a person, how you make your teammates feel, right? That is what is more about, most especially at the top level. And then the second thing is that understand that right now most companies are using ATS, applicant tracking system. This ATS, what does it do? Is a system, like is an AI, a technology that enables that takes away the manual tracking or manual sorting of CVs from the recruiters. So sometimes when you just send anyhow CVs, recruiters will not see it. It is that computer. So these things will scan the CV. So if you do not meet up, you must be able to optimize your CVs to meet up with those keywords that company is looking for. So this ATS or AI may screen the CVs after you have crossed, but it is actually humans that do the hiring. Yes, technology is there, but it is humans that do the hiring. You need to develop your soft skills. These are your leadership skills, communication, emotional intelligence. While you are competent, develop your soft skills, because it is human being that you will sit in front of that will interview. Even though now we have AIs doing interviews and the rest, but finally, even with remote work, after you get the job, you will still work with humans, right? And if you cannot deliver, you will lose the job, and that is not what we want. So the recruitment, the things that are changing, your LinkedIn, you are looking for a job, or you are a professional and you are not on LinkedIn. I don't know what exactly you're doing. LinkedIn is very important. Your LinkedIn profile is no longer optional. Gone are the days. Gone are the days. It's no longer optional. It is your professional blueprint. Your professional footprint. Let me tell you something that I do when I'm hiring. When I have shortlisted candidates for interview, you know what else I do? I go online, I go to LinkedIn, and I search them out. It is what I do, and many recruiters do that. Most recruiters do that. They check you out. They check you, and that is your online footprint. And once I see anything that is not in alignment with our company values, I take your name out. That is it. I'm just going to tell you the simple truth. I take your name out. Now, even though your competence, your CV got you in, but your online footprint has eliminated you. So take your online footprint very seriously if you want your desired role in 2026. You need to take it very seriously.
Sorry to cut you short. So what people are posting are very important online.
It's very extremely important. Extremely important, most especially now with remote work. And even, did you know that even for visa applications, they check your online footprint. They check your online footprint. There are some visas you apply for, and if your online footprint is Ikoma, you will not get that visa. So it cuts across the board. It's not just in recruitment. You need to take yourself seriously if you want people to take you seriously. If you want people to take you seriously, be professional. And that's why I mentioned LinkedIn is the biggest professional platform right now. So you need to be able to stamp your presence on LinkedIn. Stamp your presence on LinkedIn. And understand, like I said, referrals still matter. Referrals still matter. Now, while we're talking about LinkedIn, Emmanuel, if you remember, how did we meet?
LinkedIn.
Simple. LinkedIn. And that is just, I can count. I can't count so many collaborations that I've had in the past, jobs that I've had, consultation gigs that I've had. I don't know them physically. It's strictly LinkedIn. The first consulting gig I ever had was with an edtech firm, and it lasted for about 3 months or so, if I can remember. It was on LinkedIn. And I didn't, I didn't send a proposal. They reached out to me. So guys, take your LinkedIn seriously. Take it seriously. Be consistent there. Post. Share your value. Share what you're learning. Share how you're growing. Share what you can do. It doesn't have to be long. If you look at my posts on LinkedIn recently, they are not long. But I want to be consistent. It doesn't have to be long. Short thing that will just show that this person is actually, this person can. So guys, take your LinkedIn seriously, because referrals still matter. They still matter. But the truth is not even just because of favor, but because they reduce uncertainty. I've said it before. As a hiring manager, when somebody refers somebody to you and say this person can do this job, in your mind you are like, oh, somebody I trust is telling me this person can do the job. As a hiring manager, in your mind, hey God, I thank you. You have reduced stress for the person, and you have reduced uncertainty. That is the plain truth. That is the plain truth. So you need to position yourself properly, physically and online. Get in spaces where those jobs you are looking for are available. Connect with people, and don't connect with people with the mindset of collecting. Don't connect with people with the mindset of always receiving. No, connect with people with value. If you have seen somebody that you think you want this person in your circle, when you connect with that person, do a research on that person. What kind of problems are they facing? What challenges? What is that person passionate about? What do they do? What value do they bring? When you have done your research on this, now look for a way that you can come in. It can be a very small thing. I'm telling you, it can be a very small thing. You just reach out to the person. Oh, I love what you're doing. I see that you are interested in so and so and so. I have a friend that does so and so. I don't know. I could connect you to, and maybe you could collaborate on so and so. You never can tell how far that thing will go. You have come with value. You have not come to collect. And keep nurturing that network. Keep nurturing that friendship. Keep nurturing it. It's not when you need a job, you will now message all the recruiters on LinkedIn. I need a job. I'm out of a job. Nobody will answer you. That's when you are now calling people that you have not talked to in a long while. Meanwhile, when people need from you, they call you and they cannot reach you. They call you and they cannot reach you. Look, that will not fly anymore in 2026. AI has made people smart. People are so smart. So no matter how smart you think you are, somebody is smarter than you. So don't think that job you're doing, you're the only one that can do it. My brother, my sister, hundreds of people can do it even better than you can do it. The only thing that will give you an edge is your position, your network, your visibility. That is what will give you an edge. That is what will give you an edge. When you have a relationship with these people, they will come to you. They will come to you. So please, in order not to go too far, don't begin to ask how many jobs you should be applying for. What you should ask yourself is, how well are you positioned for these jobs that you're looking for? How well are you positioned for these jobs that you're looking for? Don't look for vacancy up and down. Position yourself. That is what you should ask. How well are you positioned? That is the question you should ask yourself in this season, 2026 that we are in. It's not like before. It's not like before. Don't ask how many jobs you should apply for. Ask yourself, how well am I positioned for these jobs I'm looking for? Understand that careers don't grow by accident. It's not by chance. The people that you see in the positions that you desire didn't get there by chance or by accident. It grew. They got there by clarity. Intention. You need to be intentional and consistent positioning. Consistent positioning. Be clear about where you are going and position yourself for that place. Right? People should remember you. And if you're not out there, if you're not visible with with the value you can offer, how will people know you to even remember you that you can do so and so thing? So guys, it is very important.
That means that you can carry your business on your head in 2026.
Simple and short. Carry your business on your head. Blow your alarm. Blow your trumpet. Carry it on your head, though. You need to be crazily, how do they put it? You need to be crazy about the value you bring. People should look at you and ask them, what is even wrong with this person? Yes, be obsessed. Be obsessed. That's the only way you can achieve something. Believe it crazily before people will not start buying into your vision, buying into what you can do. If you yourself do not trust yourself, how do you want people to trust you? If you yourself do not believe in what you can give, you are not passionate about the value you're bringing, how will people? And this thing is like aura. It oozes out. It oozes out. Once you are passionate, once you know yourself, you are intentional. It is like perfume. It will begin to come out and attract those opportunities that you are looking for. So work on you. Work on you. Be crazy. Carry your market for head, though. Like Emmanuel said, carry on for head. Carry on for head.
So I was in the session today where I was invited to come and speak on financial intelligence. So I was now telling them that a lot of us today, what we did on campus is not what we are doing today because of the way things are changing very
Yeah,
fast. You will not just depend on what you learn in school because education is everywhere. If you can pick a skill online, pick a skill from somebody, and you're able to develop it and translate it into something that can be useful for you. I was sharing with them how the business aviation school came into play. That everything was just around the area of my strength, and I was just pushing it. Like I was just deliberate about putting it online there. Even if it's one student or one person, I just keep pushing it. I just keep pushing it, and I can see the results over the years because accumulation of all those small steps now became something large, more than I can even expect. So if you carry your business already in 2026, it's going to help you a lot. And just like I
exactly.
said, positioning, LinkedIn alone. In 2022, I got two collaboration on LinkedIn alone. Like LinkedIn alone, no, like two collaboration. And positioning is very key. What you are putting out there, people are seeing it. You might think that people are not noticing you. When people need something, they know who to go and meet. When people want to
Exactly.
cruise, they know where to book, they know where to go to. And if they want something
Exactly.
serious, they know where to go to.
Where to
And
go
I'm glad that we're having this session so that a lot of people can learn and can know they can position themselves there. Like you said too, referrals is very important, it's very key. Rather than you applying for all the jobs in the world, just one person that knows you can just mention your name somewhere and you get your job. So
exactly.
info is very key. It's
Exactly.
just very
It's very key. Thank you. Exactly. Exactly. You need to work on increasing your circle, work on becoming a person of value, and share value freely. Like, people should understand, see clearly the value you bring. That
key.
way, you become, when they need something, somebody will remember that, oh, this person, oh, this person, oh. But if you are just there on
Mm,
your own, you cannot grow in silos. It's not possible. If you could, God will not create this world with so many human beings in it like this. No,
exactly.
we all need each other. We all need each
Exactly.
other. And like I said, no matter how good you think you are, people are
Somebody is
better.
good better. People are better.
So, guys, you need to just
People are
position
better.
yourself right and be crazy. Be crazy about yourself, about the value you're bringing. Yes, keep honing your skills, keep getting better, keep improving your skills, keep getting better, keep upskilling, reskilling, unlearning, relearning is important. But don't stay there.
Mm,
Don't think because you are highly skilled, then that work will come and look for you. No, you'll be surprised. People that don't even know half what you do, they will be getting
mm,
the job, they'll be getting the visibility,
mm,
they'll be getting the
mm,
collaboration that you desire.
mm,
So if you
mm,
have been doing the same thing for years, if you want a different
mm,
result in 2026, you need to do
mm,
things differently. Change your
mm,
approach. Change your approach. Don't continue
mm.
what you have been doing and expect that this year will be different. That's the simple definition of grace. You keep doing it the same way.
And we're in the attention age now. We are in the attention age.
Yes,
We are in the
exactly.
attention
And the
age.
attention is the person that can grab the most attention is the person that has it, is the person that the money flows to. That's the truth. That is the truth. So I'm not saying that you should neglect your capacity or competence or skill. I'm not saying you should neglect that. No, have that, but the same strength that you used to of skill, the same strength that you used to learn how to do the job, is the same strength that you used to broadcast yourself to. That is the
No,
same strength.
some people say that they don't want to make their noise or shout about what they do. No, they don't want to be proud and all those things. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that.
Look, if there's anybody like that, I'm a very reserved person, very reserved. Like, I don't like, in my circle, oh, I talk in my circle, in my small circle of friends. I can be loud, I can, be playful and the rest. But generally, I'm introverted. I'm a very quiet, personal person. But you know what I realized, that it will not take me anywhere. It will not take me anywhere. I got to a point where I just felt like I was not moving.
Mm,
Yes. I had a good job. I was getting promoted in my job, in my office and everything. But outside that, who am I?
mm,
I got to that point, I asked myself that question. Outside my job, who am I? So I had to come out of that shell. And that is why I see the things, different things happening to me and around me. So if you
mm,
think that um you don't want to talk, you want to remain in that cone, you want to just be there, then you're not ready for the change that you're looking for. That's the
mm,
hard and simple truth. You're not ready for the change that you're looking for. You're not ready, most especially in this time and age, because there will come a time, the workplace is changing so bad, so fast, not bad, so fast, that there
absolutely.
will come a time where companies will not be looking for permanent workers anymore. They will be hiring just based on as the job, on the job, on the job. Just, this is what we have, can you solve it, come and do it, we'll pay you and you go. It's already
Mm,
happening. It's already happening. So if you are that person that is just there, let me just be focusing like a civil servant. Even civil servants, you see what
I'm not
even
there.
government workers, even government workers are building their personal brands. So you need to take your personal brand serious in 2026, because that is your currency. That is your currency. Don't look at pleasing you can't please everybody. You
Mm,
can't please everybody. You cannot serve the whole world. Your solution is not, is your solution is not going to solve the problem of everybody. There is a specific set of people. Like I always tell people, create a persona of that person you want to solve their problem. One person. Act like you're speaking to that one person, because there are multiple instances of that one person. So if you're able to catch that one person's attention, if there are 1 million of that one person in this world, you've caught those attention. So you
mm,
need to be serious about your personal brand. And you
mm,
can't do that sitting down inside your room. Stretch. Be comfortable with being uncomfortable. I
mm.
don't I didn't like it before. Putting myself out there, people see my face and the rest. But look, I had to push myself. I had to stretch. I had to get myself uncomfortable, because that is where growth happens. And that is where you begin to see the things that you want, that you need. So, guys, don't look for ease. Don't look for comforts. Comfort a is very deceitful. It's very deceitful. The more comfortable
I
you
want
are.
to I want to add something to what you said. People, you said that you don't like putting your face out there, but people, this world that we are, this age and time, we are in the AI robots age, and people want to talk to real people. They want to
Exactly.
know who they are communicating with. They don't want to be
Yes.
talking with robots because they don't know who is who anymore. So let them
Anymore.
see people life interactions. That's what people are looking for right now. And if they're able to get it, they can go extra mile to pay for your program or whatever it is.
Exactly. Exactly. Be authentic. Be yourself. Push yourself out. Not everybody will like you. I can't deceive. Not everybody will like you. And that is fine. That's completely normal. You are not for everybody. The people that will like you will like you. The people that will follow you will follow you. But if you don't
Mm,
come out, how would you know? How
mm,
would you know? When I
mm,
hear some things that happen because I decided to push myself and come out, I'm amazed. Like,
mm,
I'm amazed. Sometime, like I think it was early December last year, one of my mentees just sent me a message out of the blues, like, I I just got my dream job. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you. And I'm like, my God, this is real value. This is real value. Like, this came as a result of me pushing myself.
yes,
If I
yes. My own
didn't, would this
expectation
have
all that.
happened?
Yeah.
Yes, would this have happened? So look, you can't separate the two. You can't separate the two. Success comes from your discomfort. It comes from your discomfort. You can't be comfortable and always just be there and say, okay, let me just be. Even when you don't, even when you are not, like, there are a lot of ways that you can be successful without really putting your face out there.
Yeah.
But you may not put your face out there, but you will push yourself. You will push your personal limits.
Yeah.
People may not see, but you know that you have to attain that level of success. You would
Yeah.
have pushed beyond your comfort zone. That's the truth. There's no box anymore. Don't even ask you. Don't even say think outside the box. Throw
Yeah.
away the box. There's no box anymore. Throw the box away and give value. Give value, be visible. That is how you go in 2026 and beyond. Times have changed, things are different. Yeah, keep upskilling, learning, and these things are not as hard as before. To learn a skill, they are not as hard as before anymore. You can even be learning on the job. As you get the job, somebody will say, can you use so and so, can you use, let's say they say, can you design a website, and you say no, and you have a flair for that, you say yes, and you know that completely, you cannot do it, and the person say, okay, oh yeah, design, I will pay you so and so. When you hear that money, won't you go and learn quickly and design? You will do it. But if you say no, you have missed that opportunity and you have gone. I'm not saying say yes to everything, but once you see opportunities that align with your career goal, whether you feel you can do it or not, say yes and go with it. You will surprise yourself. You will surprise yourself. So now is no longer the time to continue doing things the way you have been doing it. No, workplace has changed, times have
Yeah.
changed, everything is changed, and it hasn't just changed, it keeps changing. It keeps changing. So whether online or offline, keep improving, keep increasing your circle of influence, keep increasing your network, your net worth. Right now, it's easy for you to collaborate with people outside the country because of technology and internet. But if you don't position yourself, these people will not see you as a person of value. They wouldn't see you as a person of value.
Can I shock you? Someone joined from Sierra Leone on this call tonight.
Aha. Can you imagine? Can you beat that? So without
Yeah.
network, will we have somebody joining from Sierra Leone? I mean,
Mm.
you know, I've had people on my webinars join from Kenya, join from UK, join from US. That wouldn't have been possible without technology. So you need to leverage technology. Leverage technology. Put yourself out there. And there are no limits anymore. The only limits are the one you set for yourself. The only limits are the one you set for yourself. And understand that the life, the career, the dream career that you desire, that you so desire and you so need, is on the other side of your comfort. Is on the other side of that fear you're harboring. Like, I don't want to. Push yourself and do it. You will be
So last
amazed.
so last year we did a project at Redemption Camp. How do you feel about the project? What was the result from your students?
As in, you know, the thing is, um, I have talked to people. I have been in such not that large, not that large crowd that I saw that day. You know, the one thing that really struck me is that, and I'm going to share it. You are the only one afraid. You are the one afraid of what you have. People need what you can give. People are looking for that thing you can offer. That's the thing I will tell you. The amount of people that reached out to me, I even had like a masterclass after that event, and majority of the students in that masterclass were from that corporate strategy class that I took. And the feedback I got was just so humbling. So humbling. We deceive ourselves and we tell ourselves that because you know something, you think everybody knows it. Because you can do something, you think it's easy for everybody to do it. That's a lie. That's something that comes easy for you may not come easy for the next person. And so
Mm.
when you teach what you can, Teach others what you know. You will be surprised. You will be surprised. I'm just so I was it was an experience for me, I must tell you. It was an experience for me, and very humbling to see that kind of to see the amount of youth, young people hungry for direction, hungry for direction, for somebody that can tell them what to do, where to go, and how to do it. So the market is ripe, like the Bible says. the the harvest is is ready, but the laborers are few. So the
Preacher, pastor.
oh my God. So look, the fruit is plenty. The reward is mind blowing. But are you ready to do the work? Are you ready to do the work? Are you ready to honor? Are you ready to have to plant the seed, to water it, to keep tending it until it grows and bears fruit? Because there's a process to this thing. It's not magic. Some people think it's magic, like those people that you admire, they just got there by no. It took a process. And so when it starts happening, it's like magic, like no, this comes as a result of years of being consistent on that path. Ask anyone that is successful in any line. It's not magic. To you, it may seem like overnight success. Do you
Yes,
know
yes.
how long they've been in the background? Look at this guy, Jais Baba. This is song that he sang that just blew.
Mm.
Some people did not know him before that song. But you know how long this guy has been in the music scene?
It's not easy. It's not
As the,
easy.
do you
The
know
day
how
God answer your
long?
prayer, the day God answer your prayer, just give glory to God.
I'm,
Because
I'm telling you,
the queue
he
is
has been
long.
there.
The
So,
queue is very
so
long.
that's it. Be consistent and be okay with doing boring stuff. Be okay with
Mm.
doing boring stuff, because
Mm.
the real work is not spotlighted. There's no spotlight. There's no applause. Nobody will be clapping for you by the time you're hustling. By the time you're grinding, you're on it, honing yourself, getting better, pushing yourself. People will not be clapping for you at that stage. They will
Mm.
not be clapping. If you are looking for applause, you are looking for motivation, you are
Mm.
already behind. You are already late.
Kai.
Don't wait for it. You are
Mm.
already don't wait for motivation. People that will be supporting you, push you. You can do it. Yes, go. Sorry for you. Sorry for you. In fact, people will discourage you. Some people will tell you, "Well, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? What are you trying to do? Something that you done they do for many years. You won't come show yourself." People will
Mm.
say that. No, don't
Mm.
listen. Block your ears and keep
Mm.
moving. Be consistent. Consistent with your brand. Consistent with pushing yourself out there. And before you know it, and when it will start happening, you will be asking yourself, what did I just do? What did you just
Mhm.
like Michael Jackson when he would just say, "Ooh"? I don't you know Michael Jackson that you just say "ooh" and record it. It will
Mm.
sell. People will
Mm.
buy it. You think it's not
Mm.
just because of who that he did, it's his person, his brands that he's selling.
Mm.
It's the brand. So by the
Mhm.
time you have built your brand to that point where anything you say and do, people will just find it so valuable because you
Mm.
have built yourself to that point. So
Mm.
that is
Mm.
it. That is it.
Absolutely.
That is it.
Absolutely. I think one of the things that was going to be a takeaway from tonight's session is that position yourself if you want to get a desired job in this year. Just position yourself and keep projecting what you can do. Like just align what you can do. It's not just about going up and down looking for a search engine that you will apply for job on Jobberman, apply for job on Job NG. Just no. Even if just position yourself and let people know that you can do it so that when
Yes,
that opportunity arrives, they can mention your name. I know this guy that can do this thing. Rather than
exactly.
them sending application out, they already got who they want, just like you said. So I guess that's
Exactly.
that's a lot for it's a lot for people to learn this time.
Exactly. Exactly. That's just it's simple. If you can achieve that in 2026, you have done so much. If you can achieve your right positioning in 2026, You've done so much. You've done so
Absolutely.
much. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. You will get it. But you
Mm.
need to position yourself properly. Position
Yeah.
yourself right. In the right circles. Your name should be resounding in rooms that you haven't even entered.
Mm.
That's how it works. That's how it
Mm.
should be. You will
Mm.
begin to they will begin to call you for opportunities that you didn't apply for.
Mm.
You will
Mm.
begin to call you for opportunities that you didn't. There is a global summit happening in the middle of this year, 2026. Speakers from Dubai, speakers from UK, US coming in. And on LinkedIn, somebody reached out to me to speak on that event.
Mm.
I kept asking myself if if I did not take my brand seriously, would this
Seriously. Like,
happen?
if you don't want to let people know you, you just want to be in your own corner.
My brother, it wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have happened. I had I had an event in January. Somebody, I interviewed I that first consulting gig I told you about. Now I did recruitment for them, and one of the people I interviewed for a digital marketing role. Now the person got the job, right? But the person later left. But because of that relationship I had with the person, yes, I think after some years after, I think last year or so, the person founded a tech firm. So the person is now a tech founder, and they were doing their first ever summit, and he reached out to me to come and speak at the event. So this is just a practical example. It is. This is a practical example of how it is. I've never met the person. I don't know if I'll ever see the person physically. It was an
Mm.
interview. I interviewed the person. We went through
Mm.
about 3 rounds of interview. The person got the job, and years after, the person is reaching out to me for something else. The person is now a tech founder, a tech bro, has their own tech firm.
Hi.
We have entered a collaboration that is going to run for a long time, right? So this is something that is so real and practical that if you're not positioned right, you're still very much behind. You're still very much behind. Whatever you're doing, yes, be excellent, give excellence, but let people see you. Let people see that excellence that you're putting out there. You never know. You never know where it will come from or how it will happen. You don't know how it will happen or how it will be. But once you've made yourself memorable, you have made yourself be seen and memorable, those opportunities will come to you. You will
Absolutely.
attract them. You will
Absolutely.
attract them.
Just
That's
with
the
time,
truth.
consistency,
With time,
it's
you will
fast.
attract.
Yeah.
And the best opportunities, the best jobs, that's how they come. That's how they come. Those ones that you're attracted to, they are most aligned to the person that you are, to the what you can bring. Before they will reach out to you, they've seen what you can do, and they know that you can do what they are bringing for you. So see how easy just makes everything.
So, when my coordinator reached out to me last year for the project we did at camp, I was scared.
Yes,
I was
yes,
like,
I can imagine.
I
I
was
can
like,
imagine.
till date, I'm still, if I think about it, I'm still like, I couldn't just see it happening. I couldn't just see it happening. I was like, how would I pull people from their places, like faculty member, to come and train? Like it stretched me. Like that weekend stretched me, and it just tell me that what you are doing is valid. What you are doing. People are seeing you. People are seeing what you are doing. It is valid. Just be consistent and keep doing what you are doing. One day it will make more sense. It's really a lot. Like sincerely.
Yes, that. And see what has happened. You will see, I'm sure, many opportunities have come out from that event, and see
Hmm.
how that event stretched you, and you will see that both your business and you have grown as a result. Even I, as a faculty member, I know the growth I saw as a result of being a part of that event. So that's just how it is. This life, it will stretch you. The next level that you're looking for will stretch you. If you do not stretch yourself, you can't get there. And that's just how it is. And when you stretch yourself and you reach that place, the next level again will still demand that you stretch yourself. So it's a continuous thing. It's continuous. If you're not ready for that kind of life, you're not ready for success.
At
If you're
all.
not ready for that kind of, you're not ready
At
for
all.
success. That's
It's such an honor to have you on the call tonight. I sincerely want to appreciate you for creating time to share with us.
thank you.
Granted. Let me appreciate all the people that joined the call tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you, Funke Bote. Thank you, Abraham. Thank you. Let them say thank you, the Olugboyega. Thank you, Asia. Thank you, Ajoke from Sierra Leone. Thank you, Ede. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Temijo. Thank you, Olarewaju Abibasit. Thank you, Grace Eniola. We want to sincerely appreciate everybody for joining the call tonight. Such an honor to have you. From today now, you'll be seeing more of us right here on this app. So just be ready for it. You'll be seeing
Yes,
more of us. This
yes,
year, we are doing this together. This year, we are doing this together.
exactly,
You'll be seeing more of us. So
exactly,
just
exactly.
looks like
Yeah,
Instagram is ready for us. Maybe we'll just use Instagram for our next live
yeah,
session.
yeah. Better. Yes, exactly,
So thank you so
exactly.
much. I really appreciate
Thank you.
this opportunity. I'm sure that more projects will be coming up very soon. So we have a lot to do together.
Yeah, yeah. Plenty work. Plenty. I'm ready.
It's all right then. Have a wonderful night, guys. Let's say bye bye to all
You
our
too. Thank you.
viewers.
Thank you. Thank you, Dola.
Yeah.
Bye bye.